relationships, fashion, trends, and all things topical. She is the content queen.
Facebook, YouTube, Twitter.
Time to find out what Kristi's blogging about on Fly 92.3.
Times Union, timesunion.com. The blog is on the edge. The woman is Kristi Gustafson Barlette, and she joins us again on a Thursday morning. Good morning, Kristi. How are you today?
Good morning. Well, this is fun today because I love weird and quirky and strange, and I think we've got a weird, quirky, strange segment for listeners today.
I like it. Before we get started, happy birthday to you, by the way.
Thank you very much.
Yay.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, and then not a day over 29.
You know what? I am not ashamed of my age. I will say that I turned 38 today.
Wow.
Really?
I think it's weird when people are funny about their age.
I agree with that.
I didn't know you were that old. Wow, that's crazy. No, seriously, I did not know you.
I'm as old as you, Brian Cody.
And you never will be. You never will be, Kristi. So get that out of your head. No, but seriously, happy birthday. Yeah, let's talk about odd collections. I mean, the story came out of Delmar. The guy, he's going to have a hard time selling his house because his collection, which he can't take with him, is worth so much money. The value of his house almost doubled as a result of it.
Yeah, so this is this man and his wife, and he's been collecting trains since he was 7 years old. Now he's trying to sell his home. He's in his 80s. He wants to retire to Maine, and the trains come with the house. So that inspired us to ask readers and listeners, what are some of the things you collect? Maybe they're interesting and unique and fun or strange, and what do you do with those collections?
Now, before we go around, before we get to readers, let's go around. Like, do you collect anything, Kristi? Like, do you have anything strange or odd?
Well, I'm a strange and odd person, but I don't have any strange odd collections. And for years, I collected postcards. Any postcard somebody sent me, I would buy postcards everywhere I went. But eventually, I just had big boxes of postcards and nothing to do with them. So I stopped that probably 5 years ago.
But that's what people have them, though. Do you still hold on to those?
I do still have them because I figure someday one of my really artistic friends will think of a great thing that I can do with them, so I'll be glad to have them.
But that's what people do with their collections, though. They end up with big boxes of stuff that they don't know what to do with it. And you can display it, I guess, or you could try to sell it or whatever, but it's not worth anything, really, unless it's got value to somebody else. So, like, people have some strange, like, some weird things that it's like, why would you have one of those, let alone, hang on to
a collection of them.
hundreds of them? Kristi talked about how she has a pretty cool autograph collection, but it's not something that it's like, oh, what am I going to do with all these autographs? Like you have a nice sized collection of autographs.
If I were to display them, there's probably 3 or 4 good sized bins of stuff. And autographs
are fun. Like people like autographs
because there's a story behind every one of them.
Right. I don't really collect anything, to be honest with you. Just debt.
That's wives.
What did you say? Wives? Did you hear Kristi?
I didn't hear her. I'm so glad
you did. You said wives, didn't you?
I may have said wives, Brian.
So wait a minute, 2 wives? That means a collection?
Well, more than one.
It's more than one, so more than one of anything is a collection.
And let me tell you, the last thing I do is collect them. I mean, they're gone.
Collect them and dismiss them.
I got rid of them like you did a box of postcards. No. So anyway, so what were some of your readers' comments?
All right, well, you talked about autographs. One woman knows a man who collects minor league hockey sticks that were used in a game. He tries to get each one autographed, so say the player makes it to the NHL one day, the hockey stick will be worth possibly something, probably a good amount of money.
Gamble.
So this is a fun segment because, and I think that this segment works if the thing that they're collecting is odd or unusual. Like autographs, sports memorabilia, that's not odd or unusual.
Okay. Well,
but but hang on,
that's a good one.
Minor league hockey sticks, that's a pretty odd one.
Because you're not going to know what these guys will do, right? Go ahead.
Well, you want to get really odd. There's this one man who has a huge collection of old orthopedic implants that had to be removed from people.
Like breast implants?
No, orthopedic. I'm thinking like your feet.
Oh.
I guess that would be pediatric, but he's an orthopedic doctor. I'm not even sure if he's also a surgeon, but he's an orthopedic doctor, and he collects old orthopedic implants.
What are orthopedic implants? So if you're an orthopedic surgeon, right, and you're kind of and you're replacing somebody's ACL or something, you would collect ligaments and pieces of other people's bodies?
Well, he says they're implants, so I'm guessing it's it's the fake thing, not the real thing. Maybe it's the fake knee. I'm not really sure.
What is it,
It's
Chrissy?
like elbow replacement. So what you replace it with. So the orthopedic part. So elbow, hip, those kind of things. What else is here?
Like the joints and stuff like that.
Yeah, like a femur bone.
That's crazy.
That's nuts. Total knee replacement stuff. That's an orthopedic implant.
Could you imagine seeing that in somebody's house and not knowing they were a surgeon?
So where'd you get this one? Well, back in '79, I did a shoulder.
No, but I mean, like, you would have to be a woman that would ask an awful lot of questions, because if he can't tell, if he can't show you what, like, his degree and that he's a medical doctor, then your next thing is, okay, where's the rest of these people? You know, like, that's what I would think.
Right. Where's their arms and stuff?
Kristi, give us a couple of more, and then we'll come back, and then we'll do another segment, possibly with some calls with you hanging on with us. 476-9200. What were some other reader comments?
All right, I love this story. This one woman collected pigs when she was younger. So for her 25th birthday, her boyfriend at the time, and she said, now my husband, but this will shock you after you hear the story, he took her to a place and gave her this teeny little box. So it was a special place, and she thought, ooh, guess what's in this tiny box? But she said, imagine my surprise when I opened the box, only to find a tiny crystal pig inside. It took a year. She said it took a year to repair our relationship.
Whoa, so she thought she was getting the engagement ring and she got a crystal pig.
And then,
well, it was her collection.
I know.
Right.
Well, she still has the pigs, and I think she's been married for probably a good 15 years or so, or more, 20 years maybe.
People's odd collection. So getting back to real quick, guys, the guy who collects orthopedic implants. So they're not like I just want to say, like, I'm kind of disappointed because they're not like actual body parts. They're like the manufacturer's thing. So they're titanium, and they're made of like metals and stuff like that. Like when you hear somebody say, like, I got a metal hip replacement or something, it's that stuff. So it's not like, because there are some surgeries, like if I get an ACL replaced, it's somebody else's anterior cruciate ligament.
Oh yeah.
Like I was hoping that when you went there
in
a jar, it would be like some guy's got like my ACL, like my torn, tattered ACL. Wouldn't that be fun?
I bet you it's illegal. You probably can't.
Right, you probably can't.
No, how much fun would that be?
That's a good point, Kristi.
Who cares? This guy's got just a bunch of robot parts. Basically, it's like robot parts.
No, I'm saying if it was your real body part, it would be illegal.
Right.
Nah. Well, we could work around that. That would make that collection so much more fun. Or for me, maybe not for other people.
You said you were looking for a collection. Why don't you start collecting?
I'm going to start it.
But he's an orthopedic surgeon, so it works.
I don't know how I would get them.
Some just random dude.
What am I going to do? Hang out in back of Capital Regional Orthopedic? The dumpster back there? I'm dumpster diving over at the orthopedic group.
Oh, good. It completes my collection. I have a shoulder.
I heard Chaika did a couple of knees this week. Hey, Max Alley, have you done any elbows lately or rotator cuffs? I got to add to the old collection.
That's the only thing I'm missing.
Right. I'm missing the set. Anywho.
That's so good.
Let's see.
Did you see the woman who collects dry pumpkin stems?
Is that real?
She's a regular commenter of mine, and so I'm inclined to believe her. I don't think it was sarcasm, but perhaps.
Well, because even if she is being sarcastic, she's got a pretty good imagination, because dried pumpkin stems, like, why would you fake that, you know?
And it's such a random thing, too, to think of in July, you know? Maybe if it was October, I'd be like, okay, it could be fake.
Yeah,
Kristi, I believe that your readers are that weird.
That's why they love me.
No, I believe your readers. When your readers like present themselves as quirky and strange, I don't question it. The same with our listeners. We don't question it.
We just take it for what it is, right? How about Richard? He wrote and he said that when he was a kid, he collected cardboard tubes from toilet paper rolls, and as an adult, he graduated to paper towel tubes. What does he do with those?
Wow.
That's weird.
The one guy, was there some guy, Kristi, that you were telling me he collects girls' underwear?
Okay, so here what it was.
Where was this? Yeah, talk to Kristi about this one.
Okay, so this reader said that this guy collected medals and coins, but he knew somebody who collected girls' bikini underwear and was displaying 37 of them in his cellar walls.
Wow.
That to me it's more than just a collection. That's like creepy, and there's more to it. Yeah. Don't you think?
Oh, yeah. That doesn't even fit into the unique or strange. To me, that 100% fits into creepy.
Right.
Well, I know, but like, where's he getting them from? That's what I want to know. Like,
he's popular with the ladies.
Yeah.
Or he's going to the store and,
Or he's ripping them off the clothesline. Yes.
Yeah, and would he go them and buy them, I wonder?
I don't know.
Or were they ones that had been either left behind or he asked for? I mean, he may go up to people, Kristi, and say, hey, listen, I do not have the specific color. I just want to know what you're wearing.